Today, there's just one sentence that defines the shelter. We need a more comprehensive ordinance. We need to talk more about the IFC siting attempts. I think Chapel Hill should be involved with a public process for that instead of the process that we had. And there are boards that could work together in the town to come up with better limits and guidelines. I want to show you ordinance in Winston-Salem. A couple things to note here. They specify things like minimum square footage. They require a new shelter for the homeless may not be located within a distance of 2,500 feet from any other shelter for the homeless use or for any use. So it's my reading of this and my understanding that you couldn't have the women's shelter and Freedom House as close, and you definitely couldn't add a third facility based on this. They have maximum occupancy in here, and that's something that under the proposed guidelines we're going to take out here. And then there are other places that Iredell County, Half Mile, Fairfield, California, you can't be near a residential school or park. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Gilroy, California, they have similar kind of ordinance with regards to buffers. So at this point, I'll take any questions, if there are any.
Thank you very much. Oh, yes, sure, Matt.
Just how did you actually correlate the data, the crime data?
Yeah, I took the 53,000 police incident reports since 2003, and I did about 100 things to them with some automation to try to map them to the county GIS database. I couldn't get a database from the city that I could use to get the addresses out, so I had to buy a program that would extract out of the publicly available information. And then that left like 8,500 addresses that I had to send to Google with their geocoding service. And then by the time I got done, I had the latitude and longitude of most of the incidents. And at that point, I was able to plot them on a map, basically.
So, and you didn't show that?
No, I haven't shown that at all. Actually, on the last slide here, this is what the website looks like. If you go the map, the little clusters that are yellow and blue, you can double-click on those, zoom in the pie chart, show you the different kind of crime. If you go to that website, you can see the crime in every single neighborhood and click and zoom on the incidents and everything else.
Right. Now, I think you essentially conceded that certainly some of this crime where either a location is provided for the residence of the individual or where the actual crime occurred could have been occurred, or the residence could be somewhere other than was actually cited in the police records.
Well, Chief Curran can talk to that, because I did talk to Chief Curran and Lieutenant Gunner. It's my understanding the incident addresses and the arrest addresses are filled in by the arresting officer when they make the report. It's not based on any suspect's residence address or anything like that. It's where they made the arrest. The arrest may not have happened where the incident occurred, but the incident address should be hopefully close to where the actual incident occurred.
Because, I mean, a question that's been discussed is, well, how accurate is the data in terms of where the crime occurred or the residence?
And it could be a lot better. I mean, where the people live, the suspects live, and things like that, it'd be nice to have that information to be able to correlate it. I think there could be improvements, but I mean, we have the data we have right now.
Right, but nonetheless, what you've actually created for us, I believe for the first time available to the town, is sort of the mapping of this data in graphic form that's accessible on the web.
Correct. The town didn't have any of those resources for me. I asked them to give me all the crime in a certain area, and they could give you street addresses. They were very helpful when it came to street addresses, but when it came to looking at a larger picture, there's no way to do it without having to do what I did to go through it.
So we're now in a position where at least we have data that we can debate.
I believe so. And again, I've been transparent, so other people can go look at it, and we can have a public discussion about it.
And is this a website that is used more broadly for this kind of analysis?
No, this is a website I created last week or over the holidays and published a couple days ago, and it just has Chapel Hill crime on it. This is it. It's basically for tonight's meeting and for future discussion about crime in Chapel Hill.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.